Anish, congratulations. You just won your last round game against Max Warmerdam. And today you really went for it in the opening. G4, G5, H4. Tell us, what was your strategy coming into this game?
Yeah, and of course I have to play for a win today. That's obvious that somebody else would win as well. It's very, very likely. And even if they don't win, then it's better to win than a draw as well. So, of course, but I mean, it's not that I would always go G4, G5. I mean, I'm also don't mind a small plus in a solid position as well and try to play a long game. Because Max has been suffering towards the end of the tournament, losing a lot of long games where he was in a small disadvantage as well. So it was not like I planned to attack the king, but in this particular line, the attempts to get a small edge don't quite work. So I sort of knew that this G4. I mean, I saw that Magnus played G4 move earlier, which was very bad. According to the computer, it says black is much better there. And then I saw that knight e3, c5, and now g4 is actually fine according to the computer. And I saw game of Vincent, and Vincent is an expert in this kind of stuff. So I thought, this is probably a good thing to do, because very often you can do this g4 business, like for example Magnus did, and that's very bad. But here computer says it's okay, so it's possible to play, and it looked very good over the board. I was a little concerned when he made a couple of moves very fast, so I thought maybe he's very deeply prepared here. But it seems he wasn't remembering his preparation, and then I don't actually think the game was so good. Like I was missing. I made the wrong decision maybe when I went for h5, and then I underestimated this whole thing, and somehow it works out for him. And then I just decided to play fast and keep sort of the pressure, the tension, but I didn't feel it was clear at all. And I saw various moves for him at some point where I felt the position is around balanced, but very complicated. The way he played, it's very defensive. He gives me back the piece, and then I thought he should try to go for an endgame, maybe hold an endgame somewhere. But the way he played, I keep the queens on the board, and I think it looked lost to me. But I don't know. At
which point did you feel was the moment where things had really turned and you felt you were winning?
I was really happy to see. Well, I was very happy to see. This move king f8, f5 sequence, because then clearly I'm on the good side, because I thought queen c6 was there, which I missed initially after queen h7. King f7, somehow rook h6 is rook e6, and f5 is rook h8, so I cannot quite break through. I was even worried whether... I felt I should have enough compensation to maintain maybe some sort of balance, but not sure even about that. The problem with my position is that it looks very beautiful, and it is, but the problem is that the bishop on b2 is completely dead with the pawn on c4. So essentially I sacrificed... I sacrificed one piece, but I'm playing without another as well. So I only have the rooks and the queen, and it felt like it's not enough resources to break, and I was worried about that. But when I felt, after queen d6 check, I thought he was going to go queen e7, and I think the endgame it could be even winning for white, but I wasn't sure, because again, the bishop on b2 I'm playing without the bishop, and I felt that this endgame could be holding for him. In any case, I would have to find a way to play, and it would put a lot more pressure on me because I was in a must-win situation. So after he went king g8, then I thought probably I'll manage to win this game.
Today was, I think, an unprecedented situation with 5 players going into the last round on the shared lead. For you, was it also a special day today, a special round with so many different possibilities? Did you feel the tension?
No, of course, but I think I was very lucky fortunate that I've arrived to this day the way I arrived at it, because if you lead the whole tournament and then somebody catches you, and then you have to play the tiebreak, and you're like, this whole, and you must win before that, so it would feel all kind of tough, but I kind of didn't have many chances to win the tournament with 2 rounds to go, and suddenly I got a gift yesterday, and the way I arrived to the situation was very pleasant, so I felt quite good about it, and now, the tiebreak is a bonus, especially since I won last year. I know Dutch television, they don't like chess, but they like tiebreaks, so maybe we'll make it again.
Well, there will be tiebreaks for sure. Wijk is already on the same score as you, it's 8.5. Have you checked out the Gukesh and Abdul Sattarov games as well, or?
Yeah, I think Parham really went for it. He gave a piece. I think this is just really completely crazy what he did. Maybe I like some dynamic understanding, but to me, this kind of sacrifice is completely insane. So I think he's just going to lose. That's at least my assessment. Not the break, I absolutely didn't understand what's happening. And I thought about Wei already yesterday. Like, he was very sneaky, because let's say with like few rounds to go, you saw another back was cruising. Okay, I was leading at the start, so you maybe thought maybe I could catch him. Then you also saw players like Alireza winning a lot of games. Vidit is a big social media star on Wilder, and you maybe think of youngster like Prague as well, who is a +2 scorer. You think of Gukesh, of course, but somehow I think only Wei thought of Wei at the time, and he was quietly looking at his pairing, ready to start the finishing sprint, and he won, I think, last 3 games, right?
Yeah.
And he was always doing well, and I think he always realized he has chances to win the tournament, but I think other people didn't really realize that. And it's interesting that he got to the tiebreak.
What would be your personal preference? Just a play of the two of you, Wei, and against yourself, or have the more the merrier?
Well, of course, better. I don't know the format, but I think whatever the format, you have better chances when you have less people playing.
That sounds.
Yes, that's why I want to qualify the World Championship match as well, because it's a nice little contest. But again, I'm really happy with the way it went. Of course, the thing is, the situation forces me now to. I'll have to want to win, and I will have to. Do it and all that. But of course, I'm thrilled with the way it finished the tournament, and to be honest, it's a bit of a bonus now to play this tiebreak.
I was going to say, I am a little bit surprised about how relaxed you seem right now, and you're taking your time, which I appreciate for this interview. Wei made a quick exit after his game to go and rest and prepare. What's your mindset? What are the next couple of hours going to look like?
I liked his interview when he said that whether you asked him if he has energy, and he said no. Also today, I saw his interview before today, and he said that because the round is 2 hours earlier, he's going to sacrifice his sleep. So it seems he values his preparation more than his sleep, which is not the case for me. You can prepare or not prepare. I've had tie breaks here, and they were much more tense because I wanted to win the tournament very badly, and I never won it before. And I felt very tense, and I was the way I got to the tie breaks was not very pleasant. I didn't win the final round, for example. So this time is different, of course. I'm much more relaxed. I know I've won the tournament before, and I will have to be tense, and I will be tense, and I will have to, this usual unpleasantries will have to commence. But still, relatively speaking, I'm happy with the way it ended.
And looking forward to the playoff?
It's a stretch, I think, to say I'm looking forward, but
excited?
Not in a very positive way, but a little anxious maybe. But I'm just really happy with my wins yesterday and today, and it's a random tiebreak. I think whoever qualifies, all these players are, they're quite close in strength, and Nodrbek is supposed to be very strong at pitches, but he lost tiebreak to Yakuboev in Qatar. So it's only really Magnus that has a very good tiebreak record. All the other players are about even, and so it will be just random. And it's a kind of ironic, of course, that you have this long tournament, classical, the oldest, everything, and then in the end it can be decided by blitz tiebreak. But again, since I already won once, I don't really mind, and we'll see.
We will see. Anish, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on a great performance here, and best of luck for the playoff.
Thank you.